What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Mondo Godzilla Museum. Godzilla, the animated series, 1970s Godzilla. That's alright, my zillions. This is, of course, the old classic Hanna-Barbera Godzilla kicking off the line, a brand new line. So far, we've got the 54 Gojira, which is currently en route to me. 2021, we got the Attack Peter Godzilla. And up here it says, Mondo presents the Godzilla Museum series, depicting the undisputed king of the monsters in all its glory, from its cinematic history to the seldom yet unforgettable moments in the character's decades long history. It's a 3D tribute fit for the king, as well as, of course, artistic interpretations, which I think is a cool idea. Makes this particular line of vinyl figures. Buy it at direct mondoshop.com. It makes it really unique. I think this is cool. This is a nice box, by the way. So yeah, Godzilla the Anime series from the 70s. It is 7.5 inches tall, 8.25 with the base. Might as well read this stuff so you know right now what's going on. 16 ounces, roto vinyl and PVC together. And you got more stuff there. You could stop it and talk about it there. It is sculpted by Tufan Cesar and painted by Hector R.C. So without any packaged by Damian DiMartino, I did mention that the packaging from Mondo is pretty cool. Without any further ado, let's get to this review. Before we look at the figure, it does come with this cool bass, as I said. It's got this weird sound. You can use it as a drum. Yeah, so very nice. You can play the King Kong drumming thing, you know, theme, which is cool, from King Kong versus Godzilla. Godzilla here looking very nice. I saw somebody complaining that it wasn't colored. I like it like this. I think it looks great. On the bottom, Godzilla Museum, Mondo Shop, Toho, all that jazz, very nice. And then you get this little placard here, Godzilla, the animated series, 70s, and it just attaches via magnet, which is cool. Mondo loves their magnets. But that is very nice. We will put it down here. We'll take our Godzilla for the first time. As you can see, he could just sit on there. And I think, guys, that's really nice. But it is not about the base. It is about Godzilla. I don't think I will use the base. You know, I just don't got room for bases, really, unless they help the figure stand up. Now, out of the package, you do have to insert the tail. It is keyed in the right direction, so it shouldn't be a problem. I heard some folks had some issues getting it in, but I don't know, mine went in. I had to jam it in a little bit. A little bit of heat would help too. I didn't really need it. Oh, there you go. It came out. This isn't quite perfectly carved on mine, but oh, it jams in pretty quick. It doesn't really feel like it's popping out or anything, so I'm surprised to see it come out just now. But yeah, that's it with that. There's no articulation on this guy. It is a, you know, vinyl figure a la like an X Plus or whatever. Many figures like that. Again, he stands about 7 point whatever inches tall. And I think that's good. It's a nice size. I really like the size a lot. It is very cool. Proportions look very nice to me as well. Nothing looks crazy here. It, you know, evokes that Godzilla pretty nicely. And guys, I grew up with this Godzilla, man. I'm old. And yeah, you know, I want to say I was about 5 when I really remember this guy. Although he did come out for the first time in 78, but I was like 3, so I want to say by the time, you know, it was like, you know, in its own show, whatever, like, I think that's about probably when I remember it most. But I do remember it. I really do recall it watching this as a kid, which is fantastic. So it's always been with me. I've always wanted a figure of this Godzilla in my collection. And I did get that, like, third-party Godzuki from Gothic Studios, and they did make a Godzilla as well, but I just didn't go for it. It was a tad too pricey, and I did know that this was coming out, so it was one of those things where I was like, I'm just gonna wait for one that's a little bit cheaper and in a size scale that I think is better for my collection. You know, yeah, now I have a oversized Godzuki, but that's okay. You know, I'd rather go for this. I wonder if Mondo's gonna give us a Godzuki. That would be interesting. But let's talk about the finer details, starting with the tail. As you can see, everything is very nice and smooth, which is really cool. Tail looks good. You got some nice, like, animation type lines going around here. The dorsal fins look good. I like how they kind of go from very Godzilla-esque to, like, kind of like a dragon-esque. You know, but it's almost right-ish. And I like it. I like how the tail is curved. That looks really good. The feet look very, very nice. He does have these little duo claws back here that just kind of turn around like a little, you know, a little big toe over there. It's a little toe, but you get it. I always thought that was interesting, and I like how Mondo did it. I think it looks really cool. The feet look nice, little bulbous little toes with gray fingernails, toenails, and the little lines again really work. I like the lines there. I like the lines there. I just like the little animation lines. It really works. Going up the leg, I like how, you know, the shape here of the calf is fun. And then the knee is so drawn and comic booky and animated. I love it. I think it looks great. Thighs are nice and big. You do got more lines back here. Not sure if they were supposed to be completely on those cuts, but they're not. It's not the biggest deal. Over here, actually, yeah, maybe over here it looks a little haphazard, but it's in the back, and it's not that bad, and it's not, you know, I don't know. It just doesn't bother me. The legs look okay overall. Up here, you got another line there. And then you got this line over here, which, man, so many people are making a big stink over. I don't think it is a big deal. And do not try to take this away. I saw somebody, you know, got this off of here, and it looks way worse. Let me tell you, just don't do it. There's nothing wrong with that line. It is just an animation line, and it's not that bad. I like the body, how it goes from, you know, it's very pear-shaped, and it looks like a pear, hey! The chest looks pretty good, the lines look decent there. And you see the hands here, you know, he's kind of has them back, and I do dig him. The hand details are nice, fingernails look great. The arms look awesome. Yeah, the one thing I will say is, you know, I think a lot of these animation lines were supposed to go in those folds a little bit better, but you know, I'm just mentioning it because obviously I'm showing it to you, and you know, it is not quite aligned perfectly. The dorsal fins look really good. I do like him in that kind of, you know, blue-esque dark periwinkle blue. I don't even know what color that would be, but it's a good color. It's a good color for sure. The necklines look good. The neck details are very nice. And the head sculpt looks really cool too. Really dig it. Is there something on my nose, or does that look a little bit of a scratch? I think it's a little scratch. That's a little bit of a bummer. But the nostrils look pretty good. I see more of those lines around. The jaw lines look decent too. I dig the eyes. These lines over here. Almost wish those lines weren't there. If any place to take something away, it might be there, because it kind of gives him more of an evil look, and I'd rather not have that. But it's not like a big deal or anything. The mouth looks pretty cool. The tongue looks good. The teeth are done well. Have more lines here. And yeah, it's a nice figure. It is a nice figure. The other thing to talk about here is the color. Now, I mean, if you saw the box at the beginning, he was a much more lime color, more Reptar-esque, I guess, because a lot of people love comparing this dude to Reptar, and they always go Reptar, and yeah, get it, Reptar, who's influenced by this Godzilla. But this came out way closer to what we see on screen in the animated series, which is great. Now, I did see some folks with that more lime-ish color, like a little lighter than this. So there is some sort of color variance within the production run, and I don't know if that was a running change that they did somewhere in between, or it just, sometimes color varies, and it happens. So I do know that MIB, his is a lot lighter than mine. And a few others that I saw on Facebook groups, but I think mine turned out pretty good, and I saw a lot more that were closer to this one. So it looks really, really nice in my opinion. I like the pose a lot. So yeah, there you go. It is awesome. For your size comparisons, here is Godzilla with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. And here it is with that aforementioned Godzuki that I picked up from Gothic Studios. Now, this is like a 3D printed thing, and you can tell, and it was kind of like one of those other reasons why I kind of didn't want to spend more on the much bigger Godzilla, because this is good enough to have as a Godzuki, but this is really nicely done. And my final thoughts, I really like this piece. It's really cool. So happy to finally get a Hanna-Barbera 70s Godzilla, 80s, early 80s, late 70s Godzilla. Because it's been with me my whole life. And it's one of my earliest memories of Godzilla. So, it's nostalgic to me. And I'm sure, the guys involved doing it's nostalgic to them. You can tell that there's a lot of love here, and man, I'm seeing a lot of happiness over this on the internet, and that makes me happy as a longtime Godzilla fan, to see that more than anything, and to see the love poured back into this Godzilla, because I feel like it's gotten a lot of negativity and hate over the years. And that's not Godzilla type of deal, Because he doesn't sound like Godzilla, he doesn't look like Godzilla, but he's a Godzilla, you know what I'm saying, guys? So, yeah. Yes, the same thing can be applied to Zilla. But, this is a great piece. It really is. I think Mondo did a great job here. Yeah, there's some things I talked about in the review where it's maybe not aligned quite right, and some people have versions of this that's a little more Reptar-ish, but I think that's cool too, honestly. But I really like mine. I'm very, very happy overall. It just hits all the right buttons for me. And I'm looking forward to checking out this line more, because this is a great size, in my opinion, for a Godzilla little statuesque line. I think it's worthy of being called Godzilla Museum. So bring on the 54, it's almost here. Bring on the Attack Peter, and let's get more up, Mondo. Let's get more up. I'm ready to order. Let's do it. Alright, guys, and that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.